Alright, what do you say we start the show? I think it's time to go. Let's do it, let's do it. Ba-da-da-da-dun, da-da-da-da-dun. I think it's time to have ourselves a little party. Party. Oh, yeah.
Welcome to Regal Entertainment. Refreshments are available in the lobby. And please, keep our theater clean by disposing of trash in specified containers. And remember, gift certificates are available for any special occasion. Enjoy the show.
Oh yeah! Oh my God! I've been working on this all day, trying to make sure that it's perfect for you guys, because I have fun when you have fun. And that's the name of the game, right? Smiles on faces! Winning the races! The fun races. Are there races that are not fun? The rat race. The human race. The Olympics. Just being an asshole. This is Retro Party. I'm Mike Mendoza, also jamming as the Modern Knight. I think we should do a little time. Do it. Tip up the line. Do it. I don't think last week I used my dual double cowbells, but this week I'm going to use the hell out of them. Dual double cowbells are just paper towel rolls that don't have the paper towels on them anymore, and they sound exactly like cowbells. I'm thinking about selling official dual double cowbell stickers and Retro Party stickers so that you can decorate your own dual double cowbells at home. I think we should start the show! This song is by Motoroto. It's CMI Miami. It's one of my favorite synthwave tracks of all time. The second I discovered it, I said, I gotta hit that guy up and say, what the hell is your deal? How you be so good, guy? Speaking of good guys, let's talk about Frank Redux. He's got a new shit coming out on Rosso Corsa Records. How you doing, Michael? Michael Rosso Corsa Carson Daily Records. He's a good guy out in Vancouver, and so is Frank Redux. He's been pumping this album on the Instagram. Go follow them on Instagram because it's so goddamn cool. The album, or EP, Memory Lane. I'm just listening to the beat. Listen to the beat some more. I had other stuff playing underneath. That's silly. How does it sound now that I've rigged up my settings? See, last week I was using Streamlabs, and it wasn't allowing me to do certain things that OBS Studio has tighter control over. Speaking of control, I lowered my latency so I can rhyme on the beat, so I can use my feet. Tap, tap, tap. You can't see my feet. Tap, tap, tap. Okay, let's get rid of that stupid crap. I gotta play you songs. I gotta play you Mac and me. He's an alien. He's a ripoff of E.T. Oh! I got... Oh! Okay. I need to shut up. Here, let's listen to it. To start the show, the track is Tunnels. The guy is Frank. Last name of Redux. From Memory Lane on Rosso Corsa Records. Without my ado, this is Retro Party. thank Redux bringing us new music. Memory Lane. Go find it on RossoCorsaRecords.bandcamp.com. Released today. Oh, and today's my B to the D to the A to the Y. Son, yo, I could cry if I want to. I could do anything I want. I could play this song real low, and I can turn the volume up on this song. Rap, rap, rappity rap, rip, it to do. And what you hear is not a test, this is retro, just for you. What you think about that song? I want to say hi to everyone in the chat. Who's here? We got Neon Fox, representing Torontox. Jetfire Prime, all the way from General Mountain Time? General Mean Time? Greenwich Mean Time? I'm trying to rhyme, this is dumb. We've also got Marcus Method. Marcus is also in Texas. Is that true? Am I incorrect? And Robbie Wishlash. Make a Wishlash, guy. You make a wish for me on my birthday. Oh, I got my birthday crown. Birthday crown. I gotta wear my birthday crown. I was woken up with a birthday crown and she took a picture of me sleepy. Like this. It was cute. That was my my lovely lady friend, my fiance, till the end. She knows what to say all the time. She knows how to rhyme, but she don't know shit. Fuck that shit. Let's listen to music dedicated to her. And is it gonna be romantic? I think not. I ain't got time for romance because that's not what me and my girl do. And if you do,
set a press conference.
And if you do happen.
Thank you. Good morning, Vietnam. Listen to Hot Blooded by Foreigner. We love this song so much. Not necessarily because of the song. Sometimes we're like, you know, the dance from the Santa Claus when they're like. Anyway, there's a part at the end of this song that kind of has nothing to do with the rest of the song. It's just so funny. I'll point it out later. Let's just rock along this retro party, baby. Ooh!
I'm hot-blooded. I'm hot-blooded. You don't have to read my mind to know what I have in mind. Honey, you ought to know. Now you move so fine. Let me lay it on the line. I wanna know what you're doing after the show. Now it's up to you. We can make a secret rendezvous. Just me and you. I'll show you loving like you never knew. That's why I'm hot-blooded. Check it and see. I got a fever of 103. Come on, baby, do you do more than dance? I'm hot-blooded, hot-blooded.
I lost my other dual double cowbell. Where the hell is it?
Alright. Maybe you can stay all night. Shall I leave you my key? But you've got to give me a sign. Come on, girl, some kind of sign. Tell me, are you hot, mama? You sure look that way to me. Are you old enough you're driving me wild. I'm so hot for you, child.
Here, right here, right here.
I'm a little bit high. You're a little bit shy.
Why? Why does he feel the need to tell everyone that he's just... That's not really a part of the song. He's just telling people how he feels in the studio while he's saying those lines. Hot-blooded, could you turn on the air? Hot-blooded is hot up in here. Hot-blooded, did I leave the iron on? Hot-blooded, hot-blooded. Listen, coming up next, we've got more synthwave music. In a little while, we'll be talking to Ashley and Anita of Forged in Neon. Forged in Nita. Forged in Ashlita. We'll work on that. Listen, I got some new music for you by Vincenzo Salvia. It just came out 2 days ago on his SoundCloud. Hashtag Italo Disco. He says, behind the frivolous Italo arrangement, in the style of Miami Sound Machine, Spagna, and Sabrina Salerno, there is a strong message about sexual harassment. Find the full lyrics on the Bandcamp. This is featuring Konstanza. Dangerous Mind with Vincenzo Salvia. You know, he's talking about sexual harassment. Here I am being super racist. I gotta work on myself. It's 2021. 2021. It's many one. Let's get this song going. It's Retro Party.
I shouldn't do that, they say. I wonder why it's me who should pay for mindless man. You're walking around all alone, they say. You're being careless, so you're asking for it. The streets are mine, dangerous mind. The streets are mine, you won't scare me tonight. Alone, the moon shines above. Don't wear that outfit, they say. I wonder if I'll always be doomed for being smooth. I'm walking around like a hoyeser. It's not my fault. Your parents did you wrong. The streets are mine, dangerous mind. The streets are mine, you won't scare me tonight. Alone, I'm traveling the city. I'm walking down the street, and why shouldn't I? I wonder why I must pay for your illness, disgrace, victim blame. I'm walking around like a hoyeser. It's not my fault. Do not get too close. The streets are mine, dangerous mind. The streets are mine, you won't scare me tonight. The streets are mine. The streets are
Bringing it to ya. Oh. Whoa, hold on. SoundCloud. SoundCloud sometimes likes to play random music and thinks it runs the show, but SoundCloud needs to learn its goddamn place, doesn't it, SoundCloud? Speaking of Italo Disco, I do want to get into music video land, because I wouldn't be a music video man without playing songs. Alright, listen, Alright, I got a song for you. I'm gonna play some vamping music while I do this thing, because it's boring. I'm gonna look for this song, pew pew pew, all night long. What the hell was it called? That's right, it's Looking for Love. If you never knew the song, it's gonna be so wrong. You're not gonna wanna be right, doing all night. This is how I freestyle when my brain is doing other things with my... Wait, what's his name? Tom Hooker. Tom Hawker? Somebody spelled his name Tom Hawker, and that's silly to me. Okay, where's the video? Here's the video. This video's bananas. Tom Hooker's one of my favorite artists of all time. I discovered this song right before I discovered Synthwave, and I messaged Tom Hooker on Facebook, and he turned into a fine arts artist in Las Vegas, and he's a very funny guy. By that I mean every single line he says is some kind of joke. And I just want to say, Tom Hooker, get real, get serious. No, seriously, Tom Hooker is the jam, and you're gonna be jealous of me for knowing about this. But now I'd be jealous of you for knowing about this. So what we're doing is a big jealous cycle of jealousy, and I'm just wasting time. Retro Party's coming at you live. Here we go. Tom Hooker, Looking for Love. Why does that say 2.0? What the hell is 2.0? Ew. Let's see. This was great fun to shoot. Long takes requiring loads of rehearsals. Look out for Anita Floyd from A Hot Gossip. Oh, here it is. Check out this song. It's got the baddest ass bass line. If you're a synthwave producer out there, try to copy music like this, and you'll become a better producer. I know I want to copy music like this. Let's do it. It's Tom Hooker, Looking for Love. 1986 is in the show. Happy birthday to me, bro. Let's get going, y'all. It's a retro party.
Day by day, I've come to realize what I need and what I'm looking for. Movie scenes keep flashing in my eyes. See myself opening every door. Desperado, searching discotheques to find some love. Modern heroes, feeling helpless just like a child, looking for love.
Is that not the nastiest bass line you ever heard? Like in a good way. You know, like when a pitcher pitches and strikes a batter out and they call him filthy? That bass line is filthy.
Looking for love. Paris, Tokyo, anywhere you go. New York, London, love is in the air. 1986 is in the show. Still today, the feeling's always there. Russian roulette, take you over till you fall in love. Your silhouette hypnotizes people with eyes looking for love. Looking for love all day, I'm never satisfied. Looking for love all night, I'll never get enough. All my life will change in many ways, but my search will always be the same. Slot machines and now looking for love. Looking for love all day, I'm never satisfied. Looking for love all night, I'll never get enough. Looking for love all day, I'm never satisfied. Looking for love all night, I'll never get enough. It's not over. One thing will still be here to stay. Looking for love. Looking for love all day, I'm never satisfied. Looking for love all night, I'll never get enough.
Make it sparkle. Make it sparkle. You better make those goddamn fingers sparkle. Speaking of sibilant S's, I was planning on playing this song later, but I'm in a silly mood, and I'm happy that you're here. Wait. What is happening? Oh, I gotta turn off this autoplay. I got autoplay going all over the place. Tom Hooker's coming all over my face. I didn't mean to say that. I didn't. I meant to say he's coming like something, but I already said the word place. And then listen. Let's play some music. I'm not embarrassed by anything. What's his name? Richard Simmons. He's my guy. He's got a motivational album called Reach. Now, I think it's all music that he wrote himself, and it's original music that he didn't sing over like the other Sweatin' to the Oldies. This song is called Don't Tell Me, and don't tell me you don't like this song, because I know you will. This is Motivational Retro, only on Artro Partro.
Give me really good posture, and don't tell me you can't do this, because see, I know you can. Here we go, side crawls, one. Don't feed me lines about all the time you try to change your life when you sneak downstairs for that one eclair in the middle of the night. Change! I'm gonna tell you how you can do it. I know you can do it. I'm gonna tell you now. Waist twist! Don't tell me that you can't do it right. Don't tell me that you stay up all night. Don't tell me that you think too much. Don't tell me that you don't understand. Don't tell me, 'cause I believe. Good, that's it, all the way down. Come on, all the way down. These are for you. To the ankle now. What? And breathe, inhale, exhale, again. Isometrics, push out. Don't cook for two when there's only you. You're only fooling yourself. Don't put it off, 'cause you just get caught with tomorrow on the shelf. Push down. I'm gonna tell you how you can do it. I know you can do it. I'm gonna tell you now.
Bust out those dual double cowbells, folks. Here we go now.
Don't tell me that you can't do it right. Don't tell me that you stayed up all night. Don't tell me that you just fly. Don't tell me that you don't understand. Don't tell me, 'cause I say you can. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. And stretch. Do it. Change. Do it.
Richard Simmons is so cool to me. Who's Zach? I know a couple of Zachs. Zach R? Like Mets fan Zach R? That's a good way to be coy. I mean, Zachary Robertson, the 14th social security code, number 123. Number 123. Number Johnny 5 is alive. Listen, I'm feeling alive. I'm feeling crazy. I'm reaching for the stars. I'm seeing what I can do. We played Vincenzo Salvia. We played Rosso Corsa Records. Now, let's play something ridiculous, deep, dark. It hits you right in your soul, your cyberpunk soul. This is gonna get you. New by ZAYAZ. Oh, this is Uberschall. And I'm not sure what that translates to, but if it translates to something bad, I'm sorry. I didn't vet the title. I also didn't vet ZAYAZ. Is ZAYAZ a huge racist? God, there's a lot of issues to deal with that you're supposed to be aware of nowadays, and I don't know how to do any of it. Oh my God! McFly, you bozo! Those boys don't work on water unless you've got power! Okay, let's do it. ZAYAZ, Uberschall. I'm a little bit tired. I'm gonna come back down. I finished my corn pops. I think that's why I'm like full of energy. I gotta have my pops. Let's get to it. It's retro party, 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 party. Wait, SoundCloud, you son of a bitch. That was ZAYAZ with the track Uberschall. I don't understand what the Uberschall means. Let us translate it. Here, let's put this song low. And we will search. Google, how do you say Uberschall? Wait, I guess you're already saying Uberschall.
Uberschall. Uberschall.
Uberschall.
Uberschall.
That's weird. That's right. Google, try that again, please.
Uberschall.
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 Why would you detect that the language is English? Do you know the English word Uberschall? Google, get your shit together. I assume it's German. Let's type German. Let's see. Whoop. That's not right.
Uberschall.
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 I can say Uberschall.
Uberschall.
Now I just sound like an asshole. We're kind of just waiting for Ashley. Where are you, Ashley? Ashley joined my goddamn thing. Oh, it translates to supersonic.
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 Supersonic. Supersonic. Supersonic. Uberschall. 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 Supersonic.
We're having fun. I guess, let's see, I want to hear Google say funky because I haven't heard her say that in a long time. When I ran the Vox Populi podcast, I used to make this work every time. And by make it work, I mean I would just do it. And, let's see. Oh, it's going to be in German this time.
Funky, 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 funky.
We're experiencing, it's not even technical difficulties. Ashley just needs to get her shit together, and we'll be getting going. Oh! Oh! Burn! Burn to Ashley! She's gonna... I know, here's a Wikipedia list of all your local burn wards, because you're gonna need some ointment, dude. That's dumb, huh? Here, let's play the Spanish version, because she likes to say funky, funky.
Funky, 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 funky.
That's not how it used to be. Oh man. Oh man. Hold on.
Funky, 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 funky.
Another track coming at you is by Vectorhold, and Vectorhold, I don't know if he misspelled the track on purpose, but it's called Pilsskin Lives, not Pilsskin. But Vectorhold's a cool guy. I'm not gonna say his name. I was gonna say his name and his social security number and address and stuff, but why don't you just listen to him? It's Vectorhold. Pilsskin Lives. I assume that it's inspired by Snake Pilsskin. And on his SoundCloud it says, "You heard he was dead? Well, nope," is what it says. It's Retro Party. We're having fun. It's live. It's improvisational. And that was Vector Hold with Pilsskin Lives. I'm not making this up. And I don't know if it's a typo or not, but I'm going to say how he spelt it. S-P-E-L-T. S-P-E-L-T. And you know what? In this instance, I'm going to let SoundCloud pick the next track. Wow, look at that. Look at me. I'm growing. Let's call Ashley. Or no, let's listen to Ashley. Ashalizer.
It's me.
It's you, and you're here. And have no fear. It's the 90s. There you go. Everyone say
Happy
hello to
birthday.
Ashley. Oh, she says happy birthday. Thank you. You're nice. Oh, how you doing? You're all the way out in Ireland, aren't you?
Absolutely, yeah. That's where I hail from, Dublin,
Dublin.
Ireland. Mm-hmm.
Are you how's it out there? What are the politics like? Is it
Politics? Mike, are we allowed to curse? Because I feel like I should actually just set forth extreme of expletives. Politics are not great.
Way to bring down the mood, Mike.
Exactly. When all else fails, talk about the weather and politics.
Well, everyone knows what the weather is like. It's cold and rainy.
Well, in Texas they might, although your weather's been all over
No,
our news.
I was going to say, no one can predict the weather. Yesterday, the day
Well, that was
started, it was like 45 in the morning, and then it went up to 86. There's a 40-degree temperature change.
You see, now you're actually talking in Fahrenheit.
Oh, yeah.
We actually deal in Celsius over here, so, I'm talking 85 Celsius. We're toast.
I don't know what that means.
So,
I don't know what that... You know what the problem with Celsius is? Is that there's no, decimal system. You
True.
could be like, oh, today is 40 and tomorrow's 41. And I'm like, yeah, but here it could be 70, and then there's a difference between 70 and 76.
but does it really matter, though?
I think
In
to
the
me it
grand
does.
scheme of things?
My mind is way too analytical. I need to know all the precise data.
Of course you do, because you're Mike Mendoza.
Oh my god. Ashley, you two forged in Neon, and did that previously used to be called synchronicity?
No, I tell you what, actually, it's a good story, so I hope you're sitting down. Synchronicity is me. And that was my sort of, I suppose my whole lean into, the synthwave scene, as it were. I just wanted something, that people would remember me by. Now, it turns out that name is pretty hard for people to say, so it was not my finest hour, let's say that. However, it sort of had a good sort of meaning behind it because, synchronicity is, of course, like a series of events that leads you to one specific thing, or so the dictionary would have you believe. Synchronicity, for me, like a series of events led me to synthwave, so it sort of made sense in that way for me, and I just went with synchronicity. Now, I'm still known as synchronicity to a degree, but Forged in Neon, that's sort of like my brand. So yeah, I'm shading under the tree of Forged in Neon.
I've never heard the word synchronicity pronounced so eloquently so often right now.
By me or by somebody else?
By anyone, because even I have to think about the word before I have to say synchronicity.
I think that's good. You have to think about it before you pronounce it. It's
That's
not like
true.
modern night,
Modern night. See, I wanted to change my synthwave name to something that wasn't so synthwavy. I didn't want to be locked into 1986 or something like that. I wanted to look forward into the future, because maybe in the future I'm gonna be making indie
course.
pop.
Of course, but why did you drop hoo-ha?
Well, because
That was
everyone
good.
hoo-ha is female genitalia euphemism, and
no.
I couldn't escape it. When I was in high school, I came up with a rhyme that included the word hoo-ha, but it had nothing to do with the sexual connotation, and I decided to make that my artist name. And then going forward, I'm like, you know what? I've got some ambition here. Maybe I won't be able to get into meetings with Netflix and Steven Spielberg if I have my name as hoo-ha. So I changed it to something.
Well, you know what?
I changed it to something a little more marketable.
Do you know what I thought it was, though? And you've corrected me, but I thought it was a play on Al Pacino.
That's what everyone thinks.
Goes, hoo-ha.
Yeah, everyone thinks it's hoo-ha.
Hoo-ha. Hoo-ha. That's what I thought it was. So now you've actually made it more boring, so thanks.
There was also a review of music that I made, and the guy incorrectly assumed that it was inspired by the band Aha. He was like, this music is 80s, he's inspired by Aha. And I was reading the review and I was like, where did he come up with that?
But look, let's not make fun of the retarded, okay? That's not cool.
Whoa! You can't say bomb on the radio. Bomb, bomb, bomb. Bomb, 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 bomb. Speaking of artards, what have you been working on recently?
Oh God, well, I've been working on quite a bit actually. Obviously, churning out those interviews like candy. And it's good because there's a lot of really big names in there. Like I had Betamax just done, and I also had Timecop actually coming up as Yate, which we both are familiar with. And he's really good to deal with. Amazing music, an amazing guy. System Glitch is coming up actually shortly as well. I also I'm somewhat aligned to TW1 Records in London, and there's a compilation EP or album coming out with Forged in Neon. I'm also going to hopefully do a live stream in May, Mike.
That's right.
Lead us into our conversation.
That's right. So before we get to that, in a few words, tell everyone what Forged in Neon is now. Explain to people who have no idea what the hell we do.
Okay, so Forged in Neon, in essence, is a one-stop shop for fans who want to learn more about synthwave and for artists who want to grow their brand. So in essence, it's just basically it's another platform basically for artists to kind of feed off from, but for fans, to have a look at more music and talk it out and have more tracks and more interviews. And I mean, there's not a lot of people that I can see that does what I do, insofar as that I do a more 2 or 3D aspect of what an artist actually is, because we don't actually see the human behind the music that they create. So that's what I wanted to try and do, was try and bring the humanity into synthwave and trying to get to learn more about the artists themselves. So it's working out pretty well so far.
Human. Welcome to the human world.
The human world.
So you've been doing this for about 10 months now? Is that when you started the Forged in Neon thing?
The name Forged in Neon actually has been around since 2018, believe it or not, because I had a curated Spotify playlist called Forged in Neon. But I had sort of wrestled with my conscience as far as what I was going to do in the synthwave scene, principally because I've traveled the world, literally traveled the world, attended gigs, met with artists, became friends with both fans and artists alike, and I had really wanted to kind of give back so much to the scene, and I had been wrestling with my conscience as to how I would actually do that, because there's so many other great people out there like Valingo and Martin Larby, who does the Patrick Fateman, all of these people who actually are really good bloggers. So I wanted to kind of figure out my niche in it. So from a female perspective, I think I approached it as a fan, really. I mean, I wouldn't be a person that would be so into production to kind of analyze or dissect an actual song, its production values and the VSTs and all of this kind of crap. So I just sort of go into how the song or the track makes me feel. And for most synthwave fans, that's how the music makes them feel. Makes them feel good, makes them feel happy. There's also, of course, the synth fam that gets propagated about a bit, and it's amazing. So
hashtag synth fam.
Hashtag synth fam. Exactly.
When you started that, you said something about having a conscience or something, and I was like, what, like you're gonna sell out and make a bunch of money from this? Is
You know what?
How do you
It's
feel
not
about
a
synthwave
chance
and money?
in hell that you would make money from Forged and Neon. I mean, honestly, what I do is for the love of the genre, and I'm sure that transcends or translates, because in all honesty, my inbox is like bursting with people just wanting to, you know, be on it. And I mean, to be honest with you, when I first started out, I didn't understand or realize how busy or how monstrous it has become. You know, it has grown, you know, into something pretty big. So it's a case of wanting, like, to understanding, to managing that, and to trying to temper people's expectations as well, because truthfully, Forged and Neon is just me. You know, so it's a situation whereby it's a hard one, because I want to be all things to all people, and I want to be able to give artists their platform, but I'm just one person, so I can't, you know, put videos on the platform that are sent to me that, you know, literally all day, all night I'm getting emails, and it's great. I love it, the fact that it's getting such good exposure, but it's tempering that to figuring out what I do with it, you know, because it's I don't want to seem as if I'm being gatekeepery, for want of a better word, but actually that's not even a word, so scrap that. But
Synthwave is the new modern home of gatekeeping on the internet.
No, it's true,
Yeah.
and I really don't want to be that way, and I kind of, you know, I stood on the platform of not being a gatekeeper, but at some point you got to kind of understand that if something is sent to you that's not really great, you're not going to want to put it on the website or want to put it out there, you know. And I mean, look, it is what it is.
Hey, if you've
But,
got nothing
it's
good to
strange to
say,
find
don't
myself
say
in that
anything
position.
at all. That's what I say.
That's true. Your mother raised you well, Mike.
Oh man, speaking of my mother, she's half Irish, which makes me part Irish. So you and I are brethren. We're synthwave kin.
You know what? I felt that right from the start, Mike.
It's true. You can feel it. Speaking of gatekeeping, I was in the synthwave group on Facebook, and I got into some tepid water, I guess, by saying, "Hey guys, let's all just get along." I was putting up a wholesome post because that whole group is like, they're arguing over everything. This is neo future
truly
cyber.
are, yeah.
This one is retro noober cyber. No, but this one is under now cyber, and it's like, shut up. It's all, to me, this is all retro, right? It's all retro, and we're in this because of our love of nostalgia and stuff.
Exactly. And you know what? That is, at its heart, that's exactly what it is. It's the love of nostalgia. It's the love of all things retro. And you know what? It makes us happy.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Remembering the good times.
And that is, you know, exactly. And that's the underlying aspect of it, especially in a year the world has had where we have COVID-19 and all this kind of crap. You know, this is, you know, primarily when I started Forged back in May last year, it was, you know, it was almost like a, you know, for me, it was like a cathartic experience, because I wanted to kind of let out in me what I felt about synthwave, what I wanted to, you know, even what I wanted to know about synthwave, because I've learned a lot. You know, I mean, I'm no website artist. I'm not a graphic designer. I'm not a synthwave producer. I'm just an ordinary fan.
See, I think that's
and it's
what,
crazy to me. Yeah.
it's the homegrown nature of all this stuff that's really cool. There are a lot of people who maybe aren't musicians at all, but they download a cracked version of FL Studio because they want to make something 80s and 90s and cyberpunky and stuff. It's inspiring people
you know
who
what?
have no, who previously didn't have any creative skills to try to capture that nostalgia and learn some creative skills. I love that about synthwave.
Well, you know what? And that's exactly correct, because all of these people who purport to suggest that, you know, synthwave, you know, it's getting oversaturated and blah, 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 blah. Fine. However, you got to actually be, you know, enthused by the fact that there are people out there who want to create it, who want to keep the genre going, who want to just kind of keep it ticking over. Now, granted, whatever they put out is probably not great. However, they will become great in time. I'm sure the likes of Time Cop and Laserhawk and all of these people, when they first started out, you know, trying to make their way around a DAW or something like that, sounded awful, you know, and they'd probably be the first people to tell you that they sounded really bad. But over time, they crafted what they did, and now look where they are, you know. So it's all about grafting and keeping going, but it's also about it's all about, you know, people like ourselves just getting behind them and saying, yeah, well done, keep going, you know.
Yeah, I feel like
there's too many people out there that want to drag them down, you know.
Yeah, my own personal perspective on that particular thing is that I'm trying to be like MTV for the 21st century. That's my perspective, because I all the hours that I spent watching way too much television as a kid have become my master's degree, and I think that a lot of synthwave artists can be super famous and super popular, and many more artists can be like super rich and making money from what they do. So like my thing is to it's kind of curate a lot of really cool stuff so that everyone can like get a bigger boost all together, and then we can, there's guys like Forever Synth, those guys are amazing. Friggin' Raymond with his podcast, he's on the radio too. All these guys doing this stuff, the more we get music spread out wide, the more there's a chance for synthwave to really catch hold. It's been like 12 to 14 years, and we still haven't like, you know, become super famous yet. Everyone says the Midnight is super famous, but they don't have like that many fans compared to you know, someone who just won a Grammy. I think synthwavers can win Grammys and become super popular. We just all need to market ourselves better, I think.
Yeah, you know what though, that is a really good question or you know, way to look at it, because you know, the likes of Ollie Ride, Michael Oakley, you know, Dana Jean Phoenix, Nina, all of these people have incredible, like truly incredible production skills, and songs, and you name it. And you know, they go out on your show, that amazing show Forever Synth, and all other places like that, and you're wondering to yourself, why isn't it that they don't get a Grammy, or they're not listed on an indie category? What is that break?
I
Where's
think
that ceiling? You know, because and it's probably all to do with money, maybe, I don't know, or maybe they're not looking. Maybe the Grammy, you know, team or panel aren't looking far enough, you know, because when you see the Grammys that were just posted last night or the night before, I mean, truly, I don't know 80% of them.
But I think part of the problem is that synthwavers act a little too internety. I think I always been saying that synthwave is the most talented corner, basement corner of the internet that no one's ever heard of yet. There's so much talent, and I feel like a lot of the Venn diagram of synthwave correlates with nerds and stuff, and a lot of nerds aren't super into mainstream pop and mainstream celebrity and stuff like that. They like their nerdy stuff, and that's very cool. I just feel like I'm of the perspective that we all need to blow up. It's about time that we blow up. I don't want people, you know, I feel like there's too much really cool shit being made, and it's like, it's unfair to the galaxy that there aren't enough people listening to it.
Well, it's true when you consider that the likes of The Weeknd and Lady Gaga and all of these people are actually putting synthwave aspects into their tracks that are just, you know, I mean, they're amazing tracks, don't get me wrong, but you're wondering, you know, I mean, some stuff that The Weeknd would produce, you'd think that Michael Oakley would produce, or somebody that we would know would produce, you know. And I mean, you know, obviously, you know, The Weeknd is also aligned with Kavinsky, so it's a situation whereby, where do you go with that? You know, there's obviously a market for it, but how do you penetrate that market so as to ensure that next year we get on the roster or the rota for the Grammys, because it truly is amazing music.
I
And
think
it
we just got to
uplifts
keep
people
carving.
and-
We got to keep carving our profiles to be a little bit more marketable. A little tweak here, a little tweak there, means more fans here, more fans there that we normally wouldn't have. And I don't know. I just think like it's okay to cross over. It's okay to like mix genres and do stuff. I'm not one of these gatekeepery guys. I think it's super fun to hear a mix of things, and a lot of times that becomes really popular.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, look at the Midnight, for example. You know, I mean, it's like Captain America invites him to his New Year's Eve party. I mean, where are you going to go with that? You know, I mean, it's great, but then it's also very, you know, frustrating, because when, you know, the likes of yourself and myself, when we play all of this music, when we, you know, do the blogging and do the promotions, I mean, we see the merits in what we're actually doing because it's such great music. But why aren't other people seeing that, you know? And I think it's just down to basics with respect to just the old-fashioned way of sending stuff to the likes of Capitol Records or BBC or all of these people that are just, you know, you think the walls have put up, but maybe if you keep hammering at something long and often enough, something will poke through, and it'll start an avalanche of things. But you see it yourself in promotional memorabilia as well. I mean, look, you see Stranger Things, you see all of these things that are coming through with these retro synthwave vibes, these connotations. So it's definitely a marketable quantity. It's just a measure of, you know, trying to break through and getting those good vibes out there.
Speaking of which, if any of you guys out there know Steven Spielberg, point him in my direction, because I've got a few projects and screenplays that I am working on. I'm actually working on a screenplay to enter into the Austin Film Festival, but I can't tell anyone what it is because it has to be a blind judging. I was like, I'm gonna tell everyone what my idea is. It's really cool and it's really retro and nostalgic. But then I read the rules.
It's not like some sort of like sequel to E.T., is it, or something like that?
Shh! Shut up, Ashley! Damn it! You're fucking my shit up. Okay, Ashley, going forward, let's talk about the 1-year anniversary. I'm gonna get into the Synthwave concert game, and we're gonna have a Synthwave show for you to celebrate the 1-year anniversary of Forged in Synth.
Forged in Neon. Come on.
Forged in Neon. There's too many Forged now. I used to think there was too many nights. Tonight, cool night, midnight, outer night. Now there's too many Forged. I'm gonna change my names to Forged
There's only
Tonight.
one Forged you should concern yourself with tonight, Mike, and that's Forged in Neon.
Oh, shit! You heard that, Rob? Eat your heart out, Rob Dyson.
That's Forever Since you're mixing me up with?
That's listen, Rob, he wears purple hair and wonderful makeup, so it's really easy to confuse you guys. So we're gonna have a concert, and I guess we can announce some of the artists we're working on. We got Beckett, we'll have Glitbiter. Who did you get? We got
Elevate the Sky, baby.
Elevate the Sky, Booyah, Scott out in
Booyah.
LA. And Honeybeard.
And we also have...
We do have Honeybeard.
Honeybeard. Did we not actually also grab Netrunner?
We do have Netrunner. Oh, that's right. We should get Netrunner. I gotta talk to him. Anyway, I'm just losing my train of thought. Everyone should tune in. I'm trying to make that like a really cool show. I'm gonna be talking to more people as well. I love these synthwave concerts, and a lot of them have the perspective of like, no, cool, dark, cyber robots, and our perspective is gonna be loosey
what's
goosey.
wrong with that?
Yeah, nothing's wrong with that, but I think our perspective is gonna be loosey goosey. We might play some games. That might be fun. I just think there's room for everything, and there is. The synthwave can just keep growing and growing. With the more things that we do, and so everyone should tune into that. And congratulations on almost a year. We still have a few weeks to go, but
Thank you. Thank you. You know what? We should tell people when this particular little concert thing is going to go on. Is that like the 7th of May or the 8th of May or something?
It's the Friday, so I think it's the 7th. I don't know.
That's right. You won the test.
We're
Yeah,
still
that's right.
working on it. But until then, I have to say adieu to you, mon dieu. I'm going to be playing a track that you wrote about. It's your single of the week, Blume. How do you say his name?
Just like that.
Blume. Yeah, it's a Blume with the track Lovable. The Emil Rottmayer remix. Ashley, Anita. Ashley, Bob Ashley, Banana Fana, Synchronicity. Thank you for popping in. I love you, and you're one of the coolest cats around.
Oh, I love you too, Mendoza.
Are you doing the Arnold reference?
I am. Really badly. Really badly.
We all have a...
Thank you for exposing my failures, Mike.
John Beckett has a really good Arnold impression. Maybe I'll talk to him soon.
I know, I've heard it. It's amazing. And he is also in our concert, by the way.
He's also in our hearts.
He is.
Okay. Let's get into it. Ashley, thanks for tuning in. I'm going to be playing Blume, Lovable. Yeah. Thank you.
Bye.
Never gonna leave your eyes again, staring at the sun. Wish that I could give you everything, guess I come undone. You and I, up against the pride. You and I for life. You and I for life. We can feel things we can't escape. We fall into the world like we have faith. How we can play the well-behaved, exemplary for love. Maybe we can drop the shame away. Nothing ever leaves the mess we made. The weather changed. You said rain, exemplary for love. If I never hold and I don't know what I'm inside. It doesn't feel like this face whenever to people when I tell them all I have, I hope I can never buy. Feeling fake sometimes. How can I never make you proud? Never make you proud. Never make you proud. How can I never make you proud? Everybody needs somebody's touch and letter lines to cross. Wish that I could give you everything, but you just want to talk. So you're with the light, no one's here tonight. We can feel things we can't escape. We fall into the world like we have faith. How we can play the well-behaved, exemplary for love. We can drop the shame away. Thought we never joined the masquerade. The weather changed. You said rain, exemplary for love. If I'm lovable, then I don't know what I'm inside. It doesn't feel like this face whenever only lovable to people when I tell them.
Woo. Oh my. Yeah. Oh my yeah. Just oh my yeah. Everyone, let's take it real down. Let's get real sexy. Oh, let me just... If you'll just take a moment and sit on your speakers, and I'll get things going, and you and me can have a little super baba booey baba booey. Private parts. Howard Stern. Private Parts. That's a good movie. That's a good thing to do. Listen, let's I'm killing the energy. I have one more song to play. It is not a modern night party without modern night music. We put out a Ninja Turtles compilation last year. I organized it. I put it together. I've been thinking about it for years, and I got it done. It's on retropromenade.bandcamp.com, and because it's my birthday, I'm going to play my track on it. That is so cool. This one is called Sewer Skaters. The album is called Sewer Skaters because I didn't want to use the word synth in the name because I think that's overdone, and I think we should stop calling everything synth and synth that and synth. Batman of the Synth. I'm guilty of it as well from back in the day. Let's move forward. Let's figure out how we can market ourselves better. This is Sewer Skaters, Modern Night. It's New Jack Swing. It's rap that I wrote and recorded. It's fun. Go pick up the album. Do it. It's Retro Party. Come on.
On the Nintendo, 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 on the Nintendo. I'ma tell you about a new crew of radical dudes. Teenage turtles, I don't mean Squirtle. Orange and red and blue and purple. Oh, they be so polite. Everyone knows that turtles don't lie, and the ninjas for life, and the skating at night, and the fighting for right when the Foot Clan's all around. Wow, our boys are chasing them down, yo. Eyes in the skies, ears on the ground, lean to me, pound for pound, without being seen. Oh no, where they go? Ninja vanish, just how they gotta roll. The city is manic, no time for crime. Pizza on the mind, turtles on the move. Sewer game time. Shredder is coming and the bootman tumbling and the city is close away crime. Have no fear, turtles on here. Google's on the have shells certified. What you gonna do when the pizza dude can't find one? What to do when it is? Why spend stairs in the bed when it's late? Let's just go to escape to die. Have you ever seen a teenage mutant ninja turtle get down? Yeah, they slam and jam to that new swing sound. Have you ever seen a teenage mutant ninja turtle get down? Yeah, they slam and jam to that new swing sound. Funny Mikey, pleased to meet ya. Always in the mood for a cheesy pizza. Known to beat ya on the Nintendo. Ready to go, say where and when go. Leonardo, our great leader. Studious reliable when you need us. Serious defeater, Mr. Tia calls up Leo. He says hello. Donatello, wise and mellow. Science-minded, you find fellow. When April O'Neil gets robbed in yellow. Raphaello plays his part, but don't you get him started. Passionate, irrational, emotional, flustered. Always giving everything he can't muster. He's the real heart of these Ghostbusters. Shredder is coming and the bootman's humming and the city is buzzing crime. Have no fear, turtles on here. Google's on the have shells certified. What you gonna do when the pizza dude can't find one? What to do when it is? Why spend stairs in the bay when it's late? Let's just go to escape to die. Have you ever seen a teenage mutant ninja turtle get down? Yeah, they slam and jam to that new swing sound. Have you ever seen a teenage mutant ninja turtle get down? Yeah, they slam and jam to that new swing sound. Casey Jones rattling bones on the street show. In this creature feature, he's got claustrophobia. In the truck, it's very sleeper. Commissioner Stearns is full of himself. Charles is not in charge when he yells at Danny. Just a kid, doesn't know who he is. Sam Rockwell's okay with it. April O'Neil, reporter of Neil. I saw her on the news, keeping it real. April, it's not a dream. They know your name from the TV screen. Master Splinter, radical rat. He's the coolest cat, and that's a fact. There was
one big happy family. They're the Ninja Turtles, that's who they be. Shredderman's coming and the Bookman's coming and the city is thundering crime. Have no fear, turtles on here. Controls on the half shells certified. What you gonna do when the beats you can't find one? What to do when it is? My Spencer never pay when it's late. Let's just go to escape tonight. To escape tonight. To escape tonight. To escape tonight. To escape just right. To escape tonight. To escape tonight. To escape tonight. To escape just right. One Mikey, pleased to meet ya. Always in the mood for a cheesy pizza. Known to beat ya on the Nintendo, on the Nintendo, on the Nintendo.
That was Modern Night. I'm glad you're listening. I'm glad you've tuned into the show because that is nightly too. You can find me at Modern Nightly everywhere. You can find Retro Party on Retro Promenade everywhere. You can go find Retro Party on SoundCloud.com/Retro Party. The show, I think Bandcamp is playing the random game now. Bandcamp, you son of a bitch. You know what? I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna play the Beckett track. Let's let Beckett take us out. Thank you for tuning in. I'm gonna be putting this online. I think. Well, tonight's my birthday. Tomorrow, let's say tomorrow morning, this episode is going to be online because I've got more listeners, so there's a lot more pressure going on. We got to market ourselves better, people. Clapping, clapping, clapping. Ho, ho. Beckett, the track is Turtles Investigate the Source. Retro Promenade will be coming out with new music soon, but not that soon because I'm working on an app. I'm learning coding and stuff so I can put together a accounting app so that artists can get paid automatically because currently that does not exist on Bandcamp. Go ahead, go look for it. You won't find anything that exists. I've talked to so many companies that do something like that, and they all tell me we're not going to do Bandcamp. So the entrepreneur in me is going to learn the skills and make the app a reality, all right? So deal with that. Support me, patreon.com/Retro Promenade. There are other patrons who are really cool in helping this out. The more that happens, the more I can make this thing grow. The money that I make on Patreon, my life, is okay. I'm going to use the extra Patreon money to commission more artists to make cool music. And I've got a new piece of art for you that I'll announce next week on the show. I've used the Patreon money to make that happen so far. So I'm going to be selling that stuff. Then the artist can get more exposure. Then Synthwave can get more exposure. And I can get more exposure so I can be a famous movie director and screenwriter, just like I've always wanted to. Thank you guys. You've been making me very happy just by being here. I love doing this. It's a lot of work, but it makes me happy to do. I love doing this. It makes me smile, and I just want to put smiles on your faces. So, like Bill Bellamy on that episode of Showtime at the Apollo where he did a stand-up comedy set, until next week, see ya!
Pizza time!
Pizza dude's got 30 seconds.